There is a whole lot of idolatry going on in these churches with these pastors. To a lot of people in the congregation, the pastor is like a little God almost, or like God's right hand man. It's like God is up here, all powerful, and then right below that is your pastor. And a lot of people are worshiping the pastor almost as if like, he's right underneath God. And so he almost what he says and what he does is infallible as if he's God. And it's gotten so bad that these pastors can say and do anything, and people will excuse it or take up for it because they are worshiping the pastor. Like, we've seen it. You see people say something wrong about the wrong pastor, and you'll see all these people flooding your comments in defense of the pastor. These are the same people who go from channel to channel, page to page, defending the pastor, but you can't find them in no comments defending the faith or defending God or defending Christianity. They don't defend the faith, they defend their pastor. And they have idolized the pastor so much so that what will happen is the pastor can do something completely out of order and they will justify it. The pastor can say something that completely contradicts the scripture, and they will go with the pastor over the scripture. And you can show them in the Bible, your pastor said this, the scripture says that. They will go with the pastor even with you showing them the scripture. I've seen times where the pastor will read the scripture and then 5 seconds later contradict the scripture that he just read. And they'll be in there screaming and hollering and be preached, pastor, when he just said the opposite of the text he just read. Because I'm telling you, man, it's a strong idol type of stuff going on in the church where people have made an idol of the pastor. A lot of this has to do with the current structure of a lot of these churches, to where the pastor and his wife, their pictures on everything. Their pictures on all the flyers, is on all over the church. Every Sunday, you're praying for the pastor and you're shouting out the pastor 3, 4, 5 different times throughout the service. And there's nothing wrong with honoring the pastor or noticing and honoring the quote-unquote first lady, which is a whole nother thing. But it's just like, it'll be like during a church service, 3 and 4 different times, giving honor to the pastor, the shepherd of the flock, 3 or 4 different times in one service. It's just like, come on now. In many churches, you don't have to stand up when you read scripture anymore. But when the pastor takes the podium, you got to stand up for that. So hold on. We're standing up when the pastor takes the pulpit, but we don't have to stand up for the word? Like, come on, man. Like, we have really made the idols out of these pastors, and we worship these pastors more so than we're worshiping God.